morning, everyone. Oh my gosh, pardon me. It's me, Jessica, your health fitness program manager from McLean. I'm coming to you a little early this morning to make sure I can bring you a new Tabata HIIT circuit. If you feel like balance is a challenge or you're just not feeling 100% today for some reason, we're just going to get started as is. But if you are ready for an extra challenge, I do encourage you to have some weights nearby. You can always hold weights in your hands and make today's move harder. Let's get started as per usual with a bit of a march. Start swinging your arms, draw your lower belly in, lift your chest. You can stay in one place if you need to, but otherwise, finding a little forward and backward movement, maybe even larger motions with your arms is going to help to get your heart rate up a little bit more. If you can jog instead of just marching or walking, then I encourage you to jog. Find what feels good, have some fun, make this movement your own. Let's keep just moving forwards and backwards, breathing for about 30 more seconds. Then we're going to come into a jumping jack. So if you haven't been bringing your arms up overhead, you'll get the opportunity to. You can get your heels all the way down towards the floor, not just working the calves. Find one space that you can do those jumping jacks and begin. Whether you're just step tapping side to side or actually jacking, bring your arms all the way up overhead and all the way down. Keep your chest up, engage your back, pull your belly in, keep going. Keep those long, big breaths. About 10 more seconds, almost there, and then we'll find some knee drives. In 3, 2, 1. Let's make it a knee drive smash. So arms up overhead. Use your exhale, alternately pull down, slash like you're pushing the air away. And then we'll get into our hamstrings in just about 10 seconds with a nice forward kick. 3, 2, 1. So making that leg straight. You can alternate just kicking. You can take this big pull of your arms out. If you're having trouble, just kicking side to side at 3 steps. 1, 2, 3, kick forward. Great. Let's get about 10 more seconds. Little last kick, last side. Plant your feet. Take a big breath. Inhale your arms up overhead. Can you take a little cactus of your arms? A little standing upper body back bend. So your glutes are squeezed and pushed forward. Inner thighs are squeezed as well. Stretch your arms up, chin back to neutral. Exhale, arms down by your side. Let's do 2 more. You can generously bend as you inhale your arms up. Then squeeze your glutes, hips come forward, chest lifts, exhale. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, look up, lift your chest to the ceiling. Inhale, arms up, chin neutral. Exhale, arms down by your side. 1 more, bend your knees. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, cactus your arms. Inhale, arms up, chin to chest. Exhale, arms down by your side. Great. Grab a quick sip of water. Let's all grab a quick sip of water. It doesn't need to be a full gulp. We're not really hydrating right here. We're maintaining. You should be drinking that water before and after class as much as possible. Here's move number 1. We're going to go for running in place. So, pardon me. Both feet on the floor. Slight bending your knees. Hinge from your hips. So not rounding from the back. Hinge from the hips. Flat back. We're still slight bend in the knees. 1 leg steps back like we're in a modified lunge. We're going to move opposite arm with opposite leg and a quiet tap back down to the floor. You can keep it nice and easy. Just drive in that opposite knee. You can make it a little bit more challenging, adding in a hop here and there. We're going to stick with driving forward, and then we're going to rotate to the side for 2 rounds. All right, sticking with the same leg in 3, 2, 1. Let's just find this motion to begin with. So we're just driving that knee. Opposite arm is moving with the legs. Lots of length from the crown of the head to the tailbone. So I even have a slight tuck of my tailbone, weight evenly distributed through this left foot on the floor with the bent knee. 3, 2, 1. Take a break. Did you start to feel that quad engage? If you didn't, perhaps you come a little bit lower into your single leg squat in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So still just driving that knee and tap it. Remember, you can keep it slow, or you can add in an extra hop to make a little bit more challenge. We only have this one last time as this on this side for 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Ooh, that quad's getting tired. So now we're going to add in a twist. So instead of just driving it forward, rotating elbow towards knee, and then bringing that leg back, here we go. A little bit more rotation through the core. So my shoulders are twisting, my belly is pulled in really nice and tight for some stabilization. Still that bending your knee. 3, 2, 1. Take a break. Ooh, shake out that standing static leg. We're gonna get it one more time with that twist if you can. 2, 1. Each time my knee drives, activating abs with the exhale. Quiet tap of this toe towards the floor behind me. Still so much length through the spine. Hinge from the hips. 3, 2, 1. Whoa, we're gonna switch to the other leg. How you feeling? Good morning. Left side of the body. Now right foot stays planted. Just drive your knee forward. Here we go. You can start slow if you need to, because it's a whole new side of the body. But if you're feeling good, already feeling a little more warmed up, maybe you're adding those hops in here, even on your first set. 3, 2, 1. Or take a break. Or maybe you're like, you know what? I don't want to do the hops on this side because this leg isn't ready for that, and that's okay too. Here we go, second time. Whatever you're doing, this back toe is not slamming down on the floor because the weight is really happening in our front foot. Rounding through that front heel. And the work is really happening in the front leg also. Getting that quad warmed up. Starting to feel it in your glute. Take a break. We're going to add that twist in now. So rotating elbow towards knee, little cross body. Keep this hinge from your hips. Long line from the crown of your head. So try not to bring any extra wrinkles into the back of your neck. Any extra wrinkles even into the front of your neck. Nice and long. You got this. Woo! Take a break. That glute is getting tired. We're gonna work it again in our next move too. Last time with your twist. 3, 2, 1. Good morning, y'all. Keep that bend in your standing leg. Halfway there, right now, last move. Last move, last round. We're about to get water in 3, 2, find that rotation. Last one, stand up, grab your water. Quick sip, little sips though. Okay, our next move is gonna be squats. Ask yourself, what's your favorite kind of squat? What squat do you really like to do? Do you really like to do a nice narrow squat? Do you really like to do a wide sumo squat? Whichever one you liked, why? Why don't you like the other squat as much? Is it harder? Whichever squat you think is harder, that's the one we're about to do right now. Okay, for me, the harder squat is that narrow squat. Don't love it, but we're gonna make it happen today. If you're going for the narrow squat, weight is in your heels, like you're sitting your glutes back into a chair. Maybe you even are actually using a chair and pressing yourself all the way up to work on getting a little bit of depth to practice on pressing through your heels. Otherwise, you got your feet really nice and wide, toes are pointing out, knees are direction in your toes, and instead of your glutes going behind you, you're lowering down in a straight line and you're pressing up in a straight line and everything is stacked. Do your best. We got 8 rounds of whatever you want to do in 3, 2, 1, but it's got to be a squat. It's got to be a squat. Now remember, you can hold weights or you can make these same squats more challenging. One option is to add a hop, especially if you're going for this narrow squat. Another option is to just press up onto your heels. Onto the balls of your feet. Take a break. How is your pace? I recognize I could stay engaged, move a little bit faster, get some cardio going. Here we go. I'm really squeezing on the way up so that the movement is intentional. I'm intentionally engaging on the way down, so it's not just collapsing down and standing up. Squeeze, trying to get the quads and the hamstrings engaged both on the way down and up. Take a break. Anyone can go through the movements. Anyone can just sit down and stand up and not actually turn it into a workout. Begin again. But if you're moving intentionally, if you're thinking about pressing through your heels, you're squeezing your glutes, you're really trying to get as many muscles in your lower body to fire up, you're going to notice that it feels different. Maybe you can't go as fast. Maybe you can't get as many. Take a break. But I want you to do your best. I want you to make this movement what works for you. Remember, you can be doing these sumo squats if that's what you want. Knees out, toes out, stacked on the way down. Maybe pressing up onto your heels, lifting up. Or you can stick with this regular squat. I love these sumo squats. I could literally watch an entire movie like this. I think they're pretty easy, and that is why I am not going to do them for 7 of the rounds today. But I'm going to demo them so that if they're not your jam, begin. That's what you're doing right now. Otherwise, squats. 3, 2, 1. If you're adding the hop, you're also still really staying engaged. I could not hop at all for my first year here in the apartment because it's hard to hop quietly. Take a break. And I also know I can't do that continuous quiet hop all 8 rounds. My muscles just can't take it yet. But what can you do today, right now? Let's do it. We got 2 rounds left. Are you moving with intention still? Or are you going through the motion? We're moving with intention. What did you show up for today? Take a break. I know you showed up for yourself, but do you have a bigger goal? 3, 2, 1. Here we go. You know I can't read this timer. I think we got 1 more round after this. I did say before we got about 2 rounds left. And I guess I meant 2 rounds after that last one that we did. So here's our second to last round. Still engaged. Take a break. 1 more to go. And then we're going to hit the floor. We're going to finish today's class from the mat. 3, 2, 1. Ooh, I feel those glutes. Have you added a hop yet today? Have you added a press up onto the balls of your feet? Can you do at least 1? I'm proud of you. Awesome. All right, we're making our way down to the mat. I'm gonna bring a towel because I know things are gonna get a little sweaty. In a good way, not in a I'm threatening you. Things are about to get sweaty way. All right. Whew. Next up, I know my hands hurt. Next up, we've got push-ups and planks. You're gonna do your best. I'm gonna do my best. I'm still having some serious hand pain. So I don't know what's going to happen, and you don't know what's going to happen for you either, but we're here to do our best. We're going to find what we can do, and we're going to make it work. For me, that's going to mean push-ups from tabletop, because it's really uncomfortable to put a lot of pressure into the palm of my hand. And that also means I'm going to have to do my planks from my forearms without my hands on the floor. But if you want to do a straight arm plank, if you are ready to challenge yourself to more push-up, let's see what we can do. So 20 seconds of push-up, rest. 20 seconds of plank, 4 times in 3, 2, 1. Begin. All right, so I'm in my modified, oh, my hands pumps. My modified push-up form, lowering down to bring the chest to the floor, as opposed to just letting the belly droop to the floor. That way I'm actually activating the back for 3, 2, 1, and the chest on the press up. Next, we've got that plank. Get ready to step your legs back. 3, 2, 1. Now, check out if you're in down dog or you're in dolphin and that's where you need to be and you're there on purpose, that's fine. Otherwise, shift the weight forward. Bring your hips in line with or just gently below your shoulders, but not sagging towards the floor. So push the balls of the feet into the mat, heels on top of the balls of your feet, and release. Coming back into your push-up. Ooh, the AC is off and it's getting hot in her. Let's do it, round 2. So remember, you're doing the push-ups that's right for you. You don't need to have any excuses for anyone. I am telling you, I'm definitely sticking with this. Taking it a little easier on myself because my left hand hurts. Take a break. And sometimes that's one of the most frustrating things, is honoring your body when it doesn't feel right. Come back to your plank. Here we go. It's not all or nothing. It's what can you do today? I might not be able to make my push-up happen on the floor, but I bet you I can get a tricep push-up on the wall for myself later. 3, 2, 1. Take a break. Every day is different. Just be so thankful for what you can do today. Whether you're literally just laying in the bed, push-ups with positive intentions. Sometimes just watching other people's workouts can inspire you. Maybe you're in the contemplation phase of things. Maybe you're in the activation. Take a break, and maybe you've already made it a habit. There are so many places to be in the stages of readiness. Ready for your plank? Go for it. You just have to keep showing up for yourself every single day, and you gotta want it for you, because if you want it for anyone else, it's gonna be so much more challenging. To stick with it, you got to do it for yourself because it means something to you. Take a break. One more round of each move. Ready? Push-ups in 3, 2, 1. For 3, 2, 1. Take a break. One last plank, and then we're gonna flip over for some ab work. 3, 2, 1. Last plank of the day together. You're welcome to do as many more planks today as you want or need. For 3, 2, 1. Awesome work. Awesome. Flipping over onto our back. Next up, we've got some ab work. All right. Let's turn this into 2 different moves. So the first move that we're going to go for is just the toe tap. We're going to have around legs up towards the sky, where you're just lifting up to try and tap your toes. If it's uncomfortable for legs all the way to the sky, take as generous of a bend in your knees as you need. That's move number 1 in 3, 2, let's do. Here we go. So lower back stays on the floor. Exhale, C curve, lifting your shoulders up off the mat. Inhale, lower down. You can hold for a second. Maybe even reach towards your opposite feet for a little bit of a different challenge. Awesome, take a rest. Next, we're gonna find that toe tap into a hollow hold. So tapping your toes and then extending your legs long, arms long. Maybe you don't even open very wide. Begin, tap your toes. And then maybe if your knees are bent, you're just tapping your toes to the floor, reaching up. We're in this interval, by the way, tapping toes to the floor. So here's the easier option, reaching up, tap toes to the floor. Otherwise, hopefully you understood, tap toes, find your length, hollow hold. Take a break. We're coming back to just the toe tap, just the toe tap. Legs up high or bent knees. Here we go. Tap, maybe hold and release. A little alternate, alternate. I'm taking a little extra time in the initial toe tap. Take a break. Now we're gonna have that toe tap right into your hollow hold or knees bent, feet come down to the floor. Here we go. So toe tap, hollow hold. Back into your toe tap. Maybe you're being smart for yourself, toe tap to the floor. You can totally do a combo of both of these moves. If you want, the hollow hold, straight legs, straight arms is most challenging. Bend your knees, take a break. I just want you to make sure your lower back is staying on the floor for all of these. Coming right back into just the toe tap. Here we go. I'm using exhales to lift up each time. Take a break. We're gonna have that hollow hold added in next. We got one more full circuit round after this one. So toe tap, shoulders can stay off the floor, hollow holds. Almost there, almost there. Keep working, you're so worth it. I know these moves are a little challenging. Bend your knees. Carefully release the feet back to the floor while lower back stayed on the mat. One more round, here we go. Toe taps, just the toe taps. Did it, take a break. Last time, toe taps into your hollow hold. 3, 2, here we go. Low back stays on the floor. Remember, that's the most important part, keeping your low back on the floor. You're modifying the move as you need to, so maybe it's those knees bent, especially as we're getting towards the end, and you start to feel a little bit more tired. Be smart. There's always tomorrow or the next day. Take a break. We're gonna flip over. Flipping on over for a Superman row. I'm a little limited in space, so I'm gonna turn and face the corner of the room as well. All right, Superman row. You have 2 options for this one. You can get your legs involved and lift them up, or you can get your legs involved and keep them on the floor. Easier option is keeping your legs on the floor. So before you even get started, squeeze your legs closer together, squeeze your inner thighs together, squeeze your glutes like you're holding money or a pencil between your cheeks and someone is trying to take it away. Press the tops of the feet into the floor so that your kneecaps lift up. All right, so Here's the move. Even if you're lifting your legs up, I want you to keep them really nice and tight with your legs on the floor as an option. You're going to inhale, lift your arms. Exhale, cactus those arms just like we did in the warm-up. Inhale forward, exhale down. Otherwise, squeezing your glutes, your legs are going to lift up. Same thing happens with your legs lifting and lowering down. We're running low on time. So let's just get 4 rounds of this one instead of 8, and then we'll come right into our stretching in 3, 2, 1. So squeeze your legs together, press the tops of the feet into the floor, kneecaps engaged, posterior chain is working, and here we go. Inhale, lift, exhale, row, inhale forward and down. So it's an intentional 4 moves with your arms, working that low back. Remember, feet can stay on the floor if you don't have a lot of low back strength. Actually, take a break. Honestly, you might need to. Very normal if you're lifting up and you're not getting anywhere near as high as I am. Not to brag, but here we go again. Awesome. I promise you, it has taken years to really work on this spine strength and control to really lift my entire chest off of the floor. Woo! 3, 2, halfway, carefully lower out, take a break. Extend your arms forward, get ready, engage your posterior chain, lift up, cactus, forward and down, nice and slow. Maybe you're not going as slow as me, and that's okay. If you're really struggling, switch to just lifting one arm, just lifting the other arm. Take a break, we got one more round. Arms forward, here we go. Squeeze your glutes, press the tops of the feet into the floor. Inhale, lift, exhale, cactus, forward and down. Lift, back, forward and down. I love this big squeeze while you're lifted, squeezing shoulder blades together. Woo! Take a break. Oh my gosh, we did it. Let's go ahead and press ourselves up into a tabletop. Give yourself a couple cat-cows. Hey, yo. I love the sweat mark on my mat. Feels good. I know I pushed myself a bit this morning. What a great feeling. What an amazing way to start the day. Don't feel like you have to just do traditional cat-cows, because we definitely did work into those obliques a bit too. So shake your hips a little side to side. And then when you're ready, go ahead, open your knees nice and wide. Send your glutes back towards your heels. Walk your hands forward. Release your head towards the floor. And nice stretch into your shoulders. And as you push your hands or the pads of the fingers into the floor, or maybe with your bent arms pressing your inner elbows towards the mat, you can find some extra length into your glutes. Into your low back. Just breathe. Take a nice little twist here. So pushing into your right hand palm, lift yourself up. We're gonna thread the needle, weave your left arm underneath, left palm facing towards the ceiling. You can even shift your glutes towards your left heel. If it feels too much with your right arm extended forward, take as generous of a bend as you need in your right arm, or maybe bring it into that push-up position to help you find that twist, a little extra activation in your upper back. And then change, bringing your right hand forward, unweave your left arm, weave your right arm underneath, bringing your right ear, right temple towards the mat, shifting your hips towards the right side. Shoulders away from your ears. Just a couple breaths right here. Great work. Bring your left hand back by your chest in that push-up position. Right hand as well. Go ahead, tuck your toes under. Send your hips up towards the ceiling. Take a quick little down dog. Pedal through your heels. to stretch out your calves and take a generous bend of your knees. So we're hinging from the hips again, not the waist, and that means your lower belly is likely to, or ideally, touching on the tops of your thighs. When you're ready, walk your hands to your feet or your feet to your hands. It's okay if their arms still don't touch the floor. Grab hold of your opposite elbow or wrap your arms around your legs, shoulders away from your ears, so engage your lats down your back towards your hips. Take 2 breaths. Shake your head yes for 1. Shake your head no for the other. Take a generous bend of your knees. Weighten your heels slowly, root to rise. Head over heart, over hips, over heels. Hi, Fred. Inhale your arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, take that cactus of your arms again, a little standing. Backward bend, squeeze glutes, hips forward. Inhale, arms up overhead, chin neutral to your chest, and exhale, take any stretch that feels good. Think about even pushing to the outside walls. Woo! Nice stretch into your wrist, forearm, upper back, sides. Relax your fingers down by your sides, stretch them down towards the floor. Belly in, glute squeeze, hips forward, roll your shoulders down and back, decompress them for a moment while your fingers stretch down to the floor. Bam, and then shake it out. Great job. And I only kept you for 1 extra minute. So proud of myself. I hope you're so proud of yourself because we showed up and we did it. Woo, 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 woo. I'll see you later. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and an amazing week.